This is my review of the Hisenior T2. Before I get into anything, this is normally a custom model, so which is where you have to send them your Eve impressions and then you can pick all the colours. But I've had to keep the costs down. I've gone for the universal variant, and I was allowed to pick the colour, so I chose this blue because I've already got the Hisenior B5, which is here. I didn't want one that looks exactly the same, so I chose a different one. 5 BAs, only two, but I'll get to that in a bit. So yeah, in the link in the description, I'm going to include the review of that B5, and since I've had that last summer, so around August 2018, I had that, and this is the packaging is better, I think, in the newer ones. But if you want to check the review of that, you'll see the packaging from what it was to what it now is, if you understand. But yeah, before we get even into those, so yeah, case, really nice. I think it's waterproof, maybe I'm mistaken, but it has got a seal. Tips, like a lot. It comes in mediums fitted, these medium silicones. MMCX connector, but I'll get to those in a bit. Yeah, so a lot of tips, wideboard tips, foams. You know, you shouldn't have any issues whatsoever getting them to fit. Just a cleaning cloth, guys, does this job. So yeah, let's lock that. Yeah, the actual company's Topico or Topego Electronics. You'll see. I'll link it in the description. But yeah, nice, really good from what they used to be. But you can see that review, for the difference of cases. So yeah, cable again, improvement over what it used to be. 3.5, really soft. It looks a bit like a BQEYZ cable, but it's a bit softer. So oh yeah, strain relief on the cable, nice and soft cable. Y split, no strain relief, but this is actually soft. It's not solid. Chin slider is quite effective, not a problem. Should say yeah R, the other one says L. This is really soft. I would have preferred a 2-pin, because I actually do a 2-pin option to these, but you have to pay extra for it to have it fitted, because these are all handmade, to bear in mind. So these aren't as cheap as like the usual CCA, KZs, all them, because they're off a production line. It's really soft. Focus, there we go. So yeah, really nice packaging. But then again, this isn't that cheap. And I get to, yeah, so this blue I picked. Zoom in a bit more. So yeah, only 2 balanced armatures. 2, that's it. 2 Knowles balanced armatures. As you see, the big one does the low end, and the other one does mids and highs. I guess is the tuning. Crossover, I don't know if you can see it on the camera. It's all here. The other one has a circuit board, which you can actually see. Yeah, see? Way easier to see, because this has only got 2. It's hard to see, but it's all here. The resistors are all there, so really small. Obviously this one is left. If you can see here, see those things here? You can just about make them out. I've got a sim tool next to me, so see these are actually Knowles Filters, which is something I'd love to see one day on KZs, to take the little, it can be a bit sharp at times. If KZ would put the effort into tuning and use the filters, you know, that would be really, that'd be amazing. Maybe that's what they're doing, because they've actually gone quite quiet, because their last release was the KZ-ZSX. It's been a few months, and like the CCA C12, its twin brother. Since then, they've only ever released 2 Bluetooth variants, but no proper, you know, no proper earphones. So you get 2 Knowles BAs, 2 proper Knowles BAs. Obviously the same here. It's very hard to see, but fitment, really good, not a problem. I found the actual shell to be slightly smaller than the B5. That seems slightly bigger, in my opinion. What do these sound like? Because these aren't that cheap, and I'll show you. I actually was sent a graph of what it sounds like. Well, you know what it sounds like. Hopefully the camera will pick it up. Come on. There you go. Yeah, so there you go. Come on. Yeah, so there you go. So yeah, consider there's only two BAs. Look at the bass. So yeah, these are they've got a bump in the mid bass, as you can tell, and a slightly forward upper mids. See, from 2K there, and a bit in the treble. If it come on, focus. Yeah, focus. That's it. I'll keep my finger there. So yeah, you see the peak there, peak there. These are really quite different to the B5. Completely different, like, because that's more of a mid-centric tune, and that's a bit different. But yeah, these, I wish KZ could do that. Instead of shoving 8 drivers into something and try the best, 2 proper BAs tuned, you know. It seems like you listen to more than 2 balanced armatures. Like this, in my opinion, this destroys like the TRN BA5. I've actually got one. It seems like there's a few quality control issues with that, so I probably won't really feature that much in any, many upcoming videos, in case mine is a faulty batch or just a bad batch. But yeah, these contain only 2 BAs, and that's got 5. This is an overall sound signature destroys it, in my opinion, but it should do, obviously, because it does cost more. Just the difference of higher quality balanced armatures. Isolation, really good, because these are sealed, as far as I know. I think them sealed. Yeah. So isolation's really good. Sensitivity, I don't know from memory, but these is really easy to power. I had no issues whatsoever. I use them on my phone today for testing. And on my DAC on my laptop, which is an SMSL Idea, and on my Shanling M0 and Theo M5. Those are all my testing devices, because those kind of devices people actually can probably afford. I don't have an expensive DAP yet, but yeah, I like these. These are really good. As you can see from the graph, you can kind of guess what it sounds like. Shows you don't need lots of drivers to get some that sounds great. The upper mids where it peaks a little tiny bit, not shouty whatsoever. Probably helps with the filters. Wonder what it sounds like without the filters. That'd be a good test if you could compare apples to apples. Imaging, I thought, was really good. It kind of sounded like, that's this way to describe it. Straight before I used these, I was using my QKZ VK4. That was really cheap dynamic driver from my previous review. Going from that straight to these, you can even though they are great for £10 or $10 of the price they are, these just sound quite more refined, really. But yeah, I've gone over 10 minutes. Well, yeah, so I'll probably cut it now. But yeah, these are really good. These get my recommendation, but they're not cheap. Like, you get what you pay for. As an overall sound signature, I think it's really good. I think they sound great. Lots of detail without being bright. Like the vocals sound really good. Mids are nice and textured. Bass has got enough punch. The sub bass isn't really, from my experience, the sub bass isn't really there, but the mid bass is good. It's a solid offering for someone that's only got 2 BAs, and yet they do a lot of customization options if you ever do want to buy these. I bought these, these aren't free, I paid for these. So yeah, I think I'd end it there. Solid option if you're willing to pay for it. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with another video.